programs only into culture, art, and theater. I think now is the time that we should have academic related exchange programs. We have seen in this pandemic and the COVID times how we have gone into the classrooms through this digital media and seen different practices. My forte is Cambridge International Primary Program and cross-cultural curriculum building and assessment coaching. Because I completely believe before baking up any curriculum for a school, first the assessments that should be taken care of. That's all for this time. I'm really looking forward to learn a lot from the lovely panelists and the lovely dignitaries. We have so much of experience behind all of you and a Herculean task for all of us to implement the national education policy, though it says a lot, but all of us have to implement it very judiciously and wisely for these children and teachers who need a lot of training from all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
hi everyone. Good
Please go
afternoon.
ahead. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Dalip ji, and thank you to the entire association for this opportunity. I'm not a school principal, but in the last 23 years, I've worked with more than 5,000 school principals across India, Singapore, UAE, UK, Australia. So I'm also a member of the international committee for the education and learning services called ISO-TC 232. I represent India there at Geneva, and I'm also a member of the National Skilled and Education Committee of Bureau of Indian Standards here. Currently, I'm also empaneled as an advisor with a couple of state governments on the national education policy. So, last 23 years, the only job that I have been doing is promoting and helping the schools to understand the importance of standardization. And when I say standardization, I'm referring to the process excellence. So our schools are probably, what I feel is that we are not very open to improvements. We feel whatever we are doing is the right way of doing it. So we do not have a culture of encouraging a third party assessment evaluation where the expert team can be with you, guide you, and assess your systems in terms of not only the achievement of learning outcomes, but how effective your curriculum is, how effective the holistic system, including your administration, your leadership, your HR, your IT, competence of your staff, how regularly you're updating the competence of your staff, then I think everything, how good you are with your risk management. So there are a lot of schools before pandemic who had already implemented the standardization and we had certified them. So my organization called Center of Assessments for Excellence is a third party certification body accredited by the government of India to certify the schools as well as the higher education institutions. So I am on the national committee with the Bureau of Indian Standards for school education as well as higher education. And so what I was trying to tell you is that these schools who had already implemented standardization and they were already certified during the pandemic, they were the ones who were able to respond to the new situations very quickly and very seamlessly. They had a lot of efficiency, effectiveness in their systems. People were quite comfortable. Everybody talking the same language. Everybody is looking at improvements. In case a small problem happens, everybody gets together. A lot of brainstorming happens because they want to analyze the root cause of the issue. So it is not a correction-based system. You are strengthening your systems. You're strengthening your processes. So I think there is a great need that our schools adopt standardization wholeheartedly. You allow a third party to assess your systems and give you the credibility and give you an assurance that you are on the right track. In case there are any loopholes, any scope for improvement, so our experts can give you all that guidance and you will be able to take your systems to the next level. And now the best part is that the new national education policy is also talking about standardizing your systems. It's going to be mandatory. So sooner you do it, sooner you implement the international standards, I think better it is for all the organizations. A few schools I can see here are also in the